Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd, and this is take 2 of our intro to episode 2 of House of the Dragon. Why? Because we just shot the first 30 to 40 seconds and the mic wasn't plugged in. So anyway, we're going to start off a little bit better off now, now that you can hear me. I am Old School Nerd, of course. This is Chelsea Maybe, rocking her red-handed denial sweatshirt, which she wears religiously. And by religiously, I mean only on Sundays. This is also my dog, Chewy, which is actually her dog. He's just staring off because he thinks Olivia is in the kitchen making food.
For him.
And that's why he keeps staring over there. Okay, let's get into this. Recap of episode 1.
Lots of shit went down.
King, not as bad as we thought. King's brother, worse than we thought. King's daughter, way better than we hope. King's daughter's best friend could be hooking up with the king.
Messy.
Bad. A lot of levels. Every maester is still shitty, which is, we knew that. King's wife dies. King's newborn son dies. Tragic. Lots of crying. She cried the whole series about that. It was bad.
Dragons.
Yeah, dragons. We found out there's 10 of them, which is funny because the name of the show is House of the Dragon.
I told you guys every time.
And the original show had one Iron Throne. Game of Thrones. So far, still my biggest problem with the series. Okay, so all we know is everyone is a suspect. Nobody's innocent. And what else did we miss?
I don't know.
Oh, already introduced Common Guy as possible love interest for Princess. Because she was giving him googly eyes. And they mentioned 4 times he's common born. You know what else they mentioned 4 times last episode? A woman can't rule. By the way, by the end of that episode, who's the crown princess?
She is.
Yeah.
All right, Agatha Christie, go ahead and push play.
I can't push play because we forgot to do one thing.
What?
This. In the television and film reaction system, specialized units are formed to break down more complex reactions for videos. However, let's be honest, she's only here to point out everything he does wrong. No way I'm starting it without doing everything correct.
We are so good at this game, you guys.
No, we're really bad at this game. All right, you can tell it's our second reaction ever to a movie or TV show. The first one was so choppy, everyone's like, dude, your first one is so chopped up, like it skips everywhere. I do music reactions that are usually like 3-4 minutes long. So you could play the whole song and you won't get in a whole lot of trouble. But when you're dealing with an hour-long TV show and you can only show a maximum of 10 minutes, otherwise you could possibly go to jail or whatever they do. Copyright.
Oh no.
HB no. Anyway, so we're gonna, yeah. So sorry about the choppiness. It will get better. Unlike a lot of other people. Don't
promise them that.
It will get better but it will take time because unlike a lot of other channels, I don't have a paid staff to do my editing for me. And I'm not very good at this.
Only person on the payroll is Chewy. He ain't doing shit.
And I pay him in puppuccinos.
That's true.
You've already had yours. Stop staring. He's going to stare at me the whole time. Mm-hmm. Here we go, guys. Episode 2. HB no. Very long intro.
Feels like we're redwater rafting.
Woo! Hands up! Woo! Sorry.
Forward 2!
Epic logo. Epic logo. Epic logo. Epic logo.
Ew.
Yummy crab buffet.
No.
He's alive!
No.
I want to seize the stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the free cities.
These pirates are not the free cities.
Who do you think provides them with their ships and tender?
In all of its history, my lord, the Seven Kingdoms have never entered open war with the free cities. Were that to happen, the losses would be incalculable.
What reason does the crab feeder have to fear us? The king's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone and fortify it with an army of his gold cloaks. Damon has squatted there for over half a year without even a
6 months
protest from the crown.
You have dragon riders, father.
The stepstones have ships and chicken tenders. That's all I gathered. You?
Okay, so from what I gather, okay, I think the problem I'm having with the show so far is that there's all these houses that I don't know, right? Because we know the boat people, right?
Right.
Remember what was his name? Theon Greyjoy, the Greyjoys, right? And they were all the ship people. Well, in this iteration, 200 years previously, it's literally like epic silver-haired dreadlock guy, and he's got like a fish with a horse on the top. It's like some kind of sea serpent is his crest. Don't know, but he's a Valyrian. But we know that in the Game of Thrones, the Valyrian houses are all gone. So obviously this house won't survive the series. I don't really care. I don't see Hightower in the new series, so I don't even know what that's about. But they're probably going to kill each other off. We haven't seen Lannisters yet. So there's a lot of moving pieces that don't make sense. But when you're talking about the Stepstones, I don't know what that is. Is that something like the Greyjoys area? I don't know. All I know is he owns like all the ships. He's like the master of the sea. Okay.
It's Poseidon, yeah.
Yeah, no, not the god of the sea, and not the worst, ugliest house in America. But the that's an HGTV reference if you didn't get that one. So here we go. But essentially he's fighting against the crab feeder. So Patrick leaves SpongeBob, comes up on shore, and is making the crabs eat all the people, and they're not all dead. And so it's making him have problems, and he's asking the king for help. The king's like, Psh, I'm not going to go to war unless I have to, because, remember, you're still an asshole, and your wife was going to be the queen, but I'm the king, so I know you guys really don't like me, and there's a very good chance I'm going to have to kill off your entire house before the end of this season, or more than likely, my badass daughter will do it by season 4.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Anyway, so, yeah, that's what I'm getting. He's pissed off because of the crab feeder guy, but nobody else gives a shit.
All I'm getting is that next weekend I'm going to be calling you crab feeder because you're definitely taking me for bull crabs.
Also, apparently 6 months has passed because they just said that Prince Damon was squatting for 6 months at Dragonstone. And he's calling himself, the Prince of Dragonstone? The problem is, in the last episode, at the very end of the episode, he declared the crown princess. See, just like in that royal house of England, of the British Empire, the UK, the crown prince is referred to as the Prince of Wales, right? And that's historical, because Prince Charles is the Prince of Wales. He's next in line for the throne. Now, the Prince of Dragonstone would be the crown prince for the Iron Throne. In the end of the last episode, he declared her, well, first of her name, blah, 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 by the old gods and the new, Princess of Dragonstone and heir to the Iron Throne.
Yep.
So now her and her uncle both have the same clubhouse. And one of them says, no girls allowed. And that shit ain't happening. We've already been through this in the last episode. When they say no girls allowed, she gets pissy and she kind of looks like, well, she looks like this.
But she's still the bartender, so.
She's still bartending, which is not a bad profession.
No.
I'm talking to my daughter. It's not a bad profession. It's a good skill to work with as you ascend to whatever dreams you have. Back to the episode.
Send us.
It isn't that simple, Rhaenyra.
It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
I only meant that we should at least...
Perhaps there's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace. Why don't you take the princess to see about the new Kingsguard posting, Lord Commander?
A fine idea, Your Grace. Sir Aemon was knighted at 8 and 10.
Do any of these knights have combat experience? happy on capturing poachers.
None of them. They all chase this girl.
Sir Kristen Cole.
That's that
Yes, we like him.
Son of the steward of the Lord of Blackhaven.
Be welcome, Sir Kristen. You saw combat in the Stormlands.
dude. She's doing the I like you lean. You notice how she's standing there with her arms behind her back for everyone else, like, yeah, you're the knight of whatever, and you do this. And she's like, what do you do on Saturdays? Do you? The only thing she's not doing is twirling her hands. If she twirled her hands, it would be horrible.
So tell me about you. Do you get along with your mom?
So what do you like? What do you do for fun?
Do you want kids?
Yeah, like oh wait, the maester's gonna ask you, but I'm gonna ask you first. What's your sign?
How do you feel about raising dragons?
Yeah.
We're going to hell.
Yeah, we are.
Duchess Princess. I fought for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish incursions.
Yes, he
Sir Arlen
did.
Dondarrion knighted me after we raised two of the watchtowers along the Burnway.
Say less.
I choose Sir Kristen Cole.
Of course she does.
Let's not be too hasty, Princess.
My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat. Should he not?
A man, sir.
Of
A
course,
man.
Princess.
Well, let us plan Sir Kristen's investiture then.
Okay, real quick. That fucker's snoring. Like right there.
He's so bored.
Wait, listen for it. Sad part about it is he's the closest one of us to the microphone. I would like to apologize. He once took a brothel. He once took a donkey and a honeycomb into a brothel once. He once did that. I don't know if you knew that. It's a true statement.
It's only been half a year since my mother died, and already they tried to marry my father off and replace me as heir. I know those men and how they plot in their secret councils when I've been sent away.
You cannot worry at the matters of lords and kings, Rhaenyra. What if your father were to remarry?
What if your father were to remarry me? What if I already was of child?
With child, you mean?
Of child, with child. I don't know. I can't have them. I don't know how it works.
Wow.
I don't even know how the biology works, much less the
You only have
English
3 of them.
vernacular for it. What?
You only have 3 of them. It's okay.
I have 3. I did not have 3. I mean, I cheered from the stands. I was there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Your father loves you. He chose you for his heir.
I fear that the eyes of our enemies are presently fixed on the Red Keep. The Queen has passed. A girl has been named heir to the Iron Throne, the first in its history.
At the moment, the crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
Do you have a specific course of action to propose, my lord?
Join our families.
With who?
Wed our daughter Lena. Unite the 2 great surviving Valyrian houses with the Targaryen dragon.
Why are you tapping me right now?
They do not mean that tiny little girl that was in the stands in the last episode. There's no way.
Who are you talking about? Like,
you don't remember the last episode?
The little blonde-haired girl? The little tiny one with hair like him. Oh crap. What was she, like 5? She was like 8 years old. She was 8 years old. Okay, here's the problem with that. Okay, fine. You know what? I've heard of it where dude marries child princess. And then they wait for the child princess to be an adult before right? But he needs heirs now. How would you?
Nope. No, sir.
Now, don't get me wrong. We've seen a lot of weird shit from George R. R. Martin. Not gonna lie. I mean, we've went through 8 seasons of what the fuck did just happen? I mean, how many times have you said that? But he never crossed into open, accepted pedophilia.
It's a bridge too far, sir.
Remember, there was that one time when that dude was like a kitty toucher or something, and Arya like killed him, and that was fine because Arya killed his ass. But
Please tell me they have an older daughter that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
because I don't like where this is going.
Oh, you know, it'd be awesome if their daughter showed up and it wasn't that little kid from the first episode, and their daughter just comes into the chamber and she's like the lead singer of like Cinnamon Babe.
How did I know that was where you were going to go?
Because she's the hottest African American woman I know.
I mean, what are they going to talk about? Like kickball? Legos? Do they even have Legos?
So, honey, when you are done playing with your dolls, please, when you're done brushing your doll's hair, please come to the marital bed. See why this is so weird? Why we don't let it happen? It's disgusting, man.
And the Valarian fleet bound in blood, you can show the realm that the crown's strongest days are ahead, not behind.
By pushing around an 8-year-old?
God, I hope that's not the case. What?
Magic time!
I thought it was rice.
Oh, that's healing nicely.
Nope.
So, Severus, how long has the curse been in Dumbledore's hand?
No.
It's been going on for about 6 months. I wish you had told me sooner, Headmaster. There might have been something I could do to stop the curse.
Okay.
Sorry, Severus. We'll just stick this in maggots. It'll be fine.
This entire series has to be sponsored by Neosporin and Band-Aid. Has to be. Has to be. If not...
Are you tired of being cut when you sit down every day? Have you ever leaned into your office chair and sliced your wrist? Yeah. Band-Aid, Neosporin. Which, by the way, we are not being sponsored by, so pay the man. Nobody's going to see this. Nobody cares. Moving on.
This is our best chance to save the digit, Your Grace.
This is the best chance of saving the digit. Stick it in some maggots. Nice.
And hopefully stop the advance of the rot.
Yummy!
No! I quit.
Wait, stop. At first, I thought, watch this.
No.
Look in that dude's eyes like,
this is what y'all sent me?
You guys weren't kidding? I thought y'all were joking. Y'all didn't have another, this is the, but no. Like, that's the look of a guy that is afraid of anybody seeing him right now. Wow.
She's a baby.
What was it like flying the Black Dread? You were Valerian's lost rider.
Only for a short time, before he died.
I'll still live.
It literally sounds like a first year at Hogwarts talking to Dumbledore about, do you remember who the first Quidditch champion was? And Dumbledore's like, absolutely, my young child. It was da-da-da-da. He's talking to her like he's a teacher. This is really, and I get it. I know historically this kind of stuff happened back in the day, and
doesn't mean I want to watch it now.
No, absolutely not. But okay. Yeah. That's just weird.
The height difference. Why is it making me sad?
I imagine even dragons get lonely.
You need to not be lonely, especially now.
You know what?
Your Grace, it would be a great honor to join our houses as they were in Old Valyria. I would give you many children of pure Valyrian blood so that we might strengthen the royal...
I've never seen anyone repeat a line and it not fit anything about it. And this little actress is amazing. Do you see how frightened her face was saying those words? Oh my God. She's like, I will give you many children. I know a lot about children. I are one.
Line and the realm.
Is that what your father told you to say?
Yes! He's a good man, Charlie Brown.
What did your mother tell you?
That I wouldn't have to bed you until I turned 14.
Well, at least your mother wants to keep you at least into your teenage years and not as a toddler. You know what?
Can we just hit play so I don't have to watch this anymore?
I will recap this later because this is bothering her immensely. I'm not happy with it either, but I have this little thing where I can push a button and this logo pops up. And then with the logo right here, I don't have to see it either. It's just like, nice. What does that sigh?
It bothers you, does it not?
It should bother you.
My father is a king. It is his duty to take a new wife and strengthen his line.
I did not ask for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Lena is your daughter, Princess. Does it bother you?
Of course it does.
Bullshit.
But I understand the order of things. I'm not sure you do. Here is the hard truth, which no one else has the heart to tell you. Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
Are you sure no one's told her? I'm pretty sure they told her 4 times last episode and at least once this episode. Homegirl's a little bit behind on what is told to her in council meetings. She knows nobody recognizes her. She's been in entire scenes where she spills to her best friend how she's just a girl. I mean, without all the funky little ska beats like No Doubt did. But, you know, it's a good reference. It was a good reference.
And your father is no fool.
We got talked into dating his child.
The small council is urging me to remarry. Seems the realm wants for a new queen.
It's not even his daughter he's
Some
telling.
kind queen will give comfort to your subjects. Does the small council have a particular lady in mind?
Lord Corlys Balarian has offered the hand of his daughter, the Lady Lena.
A very strong match, Your Grace.
I must admit, I don't know Lena very well.
She's a toddler.
I'm sure that she is good and kind, and that she will enjoy your company, as I have, Your Grace.
Damon.
The prince left a missive which I believe might explain.
It is the pleasure of Damon Targaryen, the Prince of Dragonstone and rightful heir to the Iron Throne,
All right.
to announce that he is to take a second wife in the tradition of Old Valyria. She is to assume that...
Okay.
Is she of age?
Oh, hold on. Well, she doesn't matter because he doesn't count.
I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. So a thief sneaks in, steals a dragon egg.
Right.
Right? And the only person who'd be able to steal a dragon egg would be a Targaryen. I mean, or the dragon keepers. which are those guys, the monk sticks, you know, they look like, look like Airbender, all of them. But what I'm trying to figure out is, like, he takes the dragon egg, then he leaves a note saying, got your egg, bitch. And that's literally, and then not only does he steal a dragon egg, which he's not supposed to do ever, like I don't think any of them are supposed to, but then he puts a note. And not only leaves a note, but the note is Prince of Dragonstone, which is her designate now, and the rightful heir. After he,
Incorrect, sir.
He's like, I'm trying to start a war. I'm trying to get it killed. I mean,
Title Lady Missaria of Dragonstone. Her Grace is with child, and is to have a dragon's egg placed in the babe's cradle, in the custom of House Targaryen.
Okay, in the books, when a child is born, like okay, for instance, let me show you. Okay, her, when she was born, the dragon that she rides, the egg of that dragon is placed with her in the crib. So when the egg hatches, it immediately imprints to her. Now, Prince Damon, that crazy red looking one, was apparently put with him. So they stole an egg to put with his side chick's
that's being generous.
Baby. I was trying to be generous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a generous person.
Sure.
Has invited you to his wedding, Your Grace.
Scorio dromon Damon leitas.
Dromon idrotso iles dariloros. Dariloro belo matsumbile idrepte enkono.
Oh, no, he didn't.
The heir
Assemble
for
a
a day.
detachment, Hotel. I will go to Dragonstone and drag Damon back to face justice
Your
myself.
Grace. My apologies, Your Grace, but I cannot allow it. It's too dangerous. Damon is without limit. Let me go to Dragonstone.
Let me go to Dragonstone.
Got your egg.
Yeah, maybe don't juggle it.
Welcome to Dragonstone, Otto.
Your occupation of this island is at an end. And leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King Viserion.
Where is the king? I don't see him.
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mummer's farce.
All right.
Sir Crispin, wasn't it?
Sir Crispin Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Very good.
This is a truly pathetic show, Damon.
Here it is.
Are you mad? You've never survived this.
Well, happily, neither would you.
To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
You didn't think he'd show up without.
Why do I keep forgetting about the dragon?
His dragon is pretty fucking cool looking, not gonna lie.
What? Yes!
Oh, okay. I thought it was Bosch, the one that's like the one that they didn't, that's like the big one they don't know about. I was like, I thought that one was gonna show up or something.
Take care not to startle Syrax, my lords. She's rather protective of me.
Good call.
Kepanucha inez edritoro, dariraroso brostas, kesu ugleisa, luon zombaz mianuchon isa.
Io se la fosse euro daor.
Le drosso dari ohi ikida.
Indrari onorion daor. Tubi maneri, Nike de Niklas.
Apraziri ziriema.
Treptan li dawor. Pipot zadrzomi mazampilo vule, konir nuhoruho suttailan.
Siculet.
Razilari tubi.
So she's not pregnant. Yeah. That worked out well.
I'm right here, Uncle. The object of your ire. The reason that you were disinherited. If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me. So do it. And be done with all this bother.
Got the egg back.
Your Grace, the princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
Your Grace.
You disobeyed me. You fled King's Landing without a word. And you acted without the crown's leave. You are my only heir. You could have been killed.
May I sit?
She didn't wait for him to say that she could. She just did.
I don't have time for this.
You went to Dragonstone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed. A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Yes, well. I sometimes forget how alike you both were. But you are my only heir. And our line is vulnerable, too easily ended. And by marrying again, I may begin to ensure that we are better defended.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge
Now
us.
he tells her.
I do not wish to make us estranged.
You are the king. And so your first duty is to the realm. Mother would have understood this. Just as I do.
All right. We'll see.
I have decided to take a new wife.
Here we go.
I intend to marry the Lady Alicent Hightower.
I knew it. I knew that crap
Before
was
spring's
coming.
end.
But this is why I knew that crap was coming. Okay, two things. Number one, when she was in the chambers with him and she said, oh, I think that would be, she's a good match. And hopefully she will be as kind as I am.
No, she said that she'll enjoy your company as I have.
Well, no, she also says that that hopefully the new queen would be kind to your people and your subjects. She's ingratiating, she's linking the fact that she was kind to him in his hour of need, that he needs a queen who would be kind and nurturing to his realm in their time. It's all part of that. But at the same time, here's the thing. When has she ever been in this room? The second the scene started and she's standing there, I'm like, well, that's, again.
Wonder how this is going to go.
Yeah, it's like the greatest plot device ever used in a George R. Martin book. Foreshadowing.
I'm just going to say this. She's not 12.
At least she's not 8 years old and, literally she had to memorize what she needed to say. This one can lie on her own. Oh, well, no, that's not going to work out well.
This is an absurdity. My house is Valerian.
But marrying your 8-year-old would not be absurd. That's what you're saying.
Right.
But it's okay. My mom said I didn't have to fuck you till I was 14.
Oh.
Literally what she said, but I used, the true meaning of.
That's something I never wanted to hear you say, but okay. Play.
Me neither.
Greatest power in the realm.
And I am your king.
That dude bouncing. That dude bouncing so bad. That is what betrayal looks like. That is what happens. I've seen that look before. I have a 13-year-old looks just like that. At least when she's, I've seen Caroline with that look on her face. And I am thankful every day that Caroline's dragon is actually a leopard gecko. This girl's dragon is not. Just say. She's out. Done.
The crab feeder is backed by powerful entities within the Free Cities who wish to see Westeros weakened.
What in the fucking Corey Taylor is going on here?
I put my crabs into their eyes.
I'm sorry. It's just, like the newest member of Slipknot for a second.
And the king's failures have allowed him to accumulate strength. If those shipping lanes fall, my house will be crippled.
Cripple your house, bitch.
I will not have Driftmark beggared while our king idles himself with feasts and balls and tourneys.
I will speak of my brother as I wish.
No.
You will not.
Well, now he's respecting his brother. Okay.
Waiting in the stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it.
His big brother.
We are the realm's second sons, Damon.
Do you want to form an alliance?
Our worth is not given. It must be made.
Okay. Okay. Things I expected, things I did not.
Go.
Nothing. I expected all this bullshit. I never thought that they would do the whole 8-year-old marrying the king thing. I mean, that's a line even HBO won't cross. But
you sure?
Come on, they set up the whole go visit the king in his chamber. That was a classic Cersei bullshit kind of setup thing. It sounds like something Cersei would do. So it's a plot device. I did like the standoff between the uncle and the princess. That was cool. I do see conflicts beginning to arise. But okay, two friends are now like, they're completely at odds. And what's really interesting is it's like the best friend of the princess doesn't want to be queen. She doesn't want to hook up with her dad. That's why she's constant, like she doesn't like being used as a pawn, even by her father. She loves her father. She loves her friend. And it's literally, she's clawing herself with stress. I get that.
The fingernails are my least favorite part.
Yeah, because to me it's like she knows what she has to do. She doesn't have a choice, but at the same time, she doesn't want to do that. Man, there was a lot going on. Can I say that the second episode is a letdown from the first? There was so much that happened on the first one.
Okay.
So many twists and just complete holy crap moments. This one, I mean, most of the holy crap moments this time had to come from a 8-year-old telling an adult male, a man that's old enough to be your grandfather, yo, I am your lady.
No,
it didn't work. It didn't work. Crab feeder. That's a look. So, what are your thoughts?
The more that we watch this, like I said, this wasn't something I ever wanted to watch until you guys like said we needed to. But the more we watch, the more into it I'm getting, which is kind of what happened with Game of Thrones. So I am interested to see where it goes, but I also, see where you're coming from on
again.
everything.
Her and I, she introduced me to Game of Thrones, not gonna lie. And it took me almost the entire first season to really be, I want to watch this. Until I'm invested in the characters. And they don't have a lot of characters yet. Remember, you don't have a Stark family of 27 children and we're going to off them regularly through 8 years till we're just down to Brandon and Sansa.
That's an exaggeration.
And the faceless one. But at the same time, the impact of the events, because you're used to the genre of Game of Thrones, like I said before, behind every rock you think there's a hound. Behind every person that you think is just some old lady selling oranges, it's another Arya Stark, because you're set in your mind to expect a plot twist that normally you would not see anywhere else.
You just made me miss the hound.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I really miss him going into a tavern full of rogues, mercenaries, and pseudo badasses, and just going in there and just calling them all cunts.
He was such a good character.
He really was a good character. All right, speaking of good characters, my name is Old School Nerd. I'm not one. However, this person next to me is Chelsea Maybe. She is the best character. And the eternal... Oh, so now you're going to face the camera? Get my good side, Dad. Get my good side. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. It'll be episode 3. Return of the crab
feeder.
Yeah, crab feeder. Fun. All right, we'll see you guys later. In the television and film reaction system, specialized units are formed to break down more complex reactions for videos. However, let's be honest, she's only here to point out everything he does wrong.